A few weeks ago, I was discussing why I annotate my books with a colleague that was watching me, and she was actually impressed to understand that I can think while I read the book. That isn't to say that she does not do that, but simply that I am able to discern and categorize the information that I'm reading simultaneous to reading that information. Led me down this rabbit hole of maybe thinking about things that I think are universal reader things. Let me know if they are universal or not. Number one is imagining what's happening in the book. I actually discussed with a different colleague about the fact that she does not imagine what's happening in the book. Like, I don't understand not having your imagination turned on and like seeing the book in your mind as a movie or like as real life or a play or something like that. How do you understand the situation if you're not picturing it in your mind? But narrating a book in your mind while you're reading it, but the voice of the narrator isn't my internal voice. For example, if I'm reading a book and the character describes that they are Australian, my mind will like make up an Australian voice for a narrator. Same thing if they say that they're an old woman or a young boy. And I think this is why I like audiobooks because it makes that step in my processing shorter. Does everybody have an internal narrator, or are you just reading with your own internal monologue? Do you have an internal monologue? Questions, question. This one was shocking. This one was actually shocking to me that people don't do this. So, for context, someone was asking me why I buy books when I could just borrow them from the library. And I said, for later, like for the future. And they looked at me like I was talking a different language. And I basically had to explain to them that I like to have the books because I like to have the option to reread them. And they asked me why I would do that. And so I want to know, do you have a comfort book? Like, I have a comfort book. I know that when times are tough, I can turn to Twilight and it will feel like snuggling up in a cozy blanket. Do you like to reread? Imagining how I would change the plot if I was an author. Whenever I come across something in a book that I find distasteful or something that I just didn't like and I wish it had gone another way, I might finish a book and imagine how I would have ended it or how I would have directed the plot or characters if I had written the series instead. That's everything that I wanted to discuss. Let me know if you have any other strange things that you think are maybe just unique to you as a reader. I am super curious about it. I didn't realize that some of the things on this list weren't universal. So I'm really curious to hear what you have to say. Otherwise, go read something.